Scriptorium Snippets with Howard of Warwick. The Garderobe of Death. Caput 1. These were very dark ages. Thus mused Henri de Thorold as he stumbled through one of the very darkest bits and stubbed his toes on a beam of worm-ridden English oak. Cursing the entire species, its ghastly country and the truly awful people to an eternity of pain, he hopped on down the corridor. "But we're emerging from the darkness, sire. These are modern times," learned men told him. To Henri's way of thinking, emergence from the dark would be a lot quicker if he set fire to England and all the learned men in it. It would have to be said that Henri's way of thinking was slow and laborious at the best of times. If anyone wanted feathers putting on their arrows, they would turn to Henri de Thorold. If they wanted a decent conversation, they'd turn to the goose. He made up for this absence of brain with a huge portion of good looks, being a towering 5'9" if he was an inch. He had a chest like a barrel, the inside of one, and a stomach that couldn't muster the strength to reach his belt, let alone hang over it. When he stood up straight, his knees were so far apart that he didn't so much mount a horse as overcome it. His face was normally an example of Norman power and grandeur, having been hit very hard, many times, by horses' hooves, which had rearranged his features into that pattern most favoured by the ladies of the Norman court. At this particular moment his visage was contorted into a grimace of disdain that almost made him look English. This strange moment of the night saw him stumbling through the very strange castle of his fellow Norman and intellectual equal Lord Robert Gromal. Henri appreciated that Gromal deserved the estate as reward for slaughtering all the women and children of Hastings, but why had he filled it with darkness? The darkness of England wasn't darker than anywhere else, but he always felt it was ignoring him somehow. Not like Norman darkness. That was friendly and welcoming and allowed you to get up to all sorts of things without being spotted.